You are now tuned into Check This Out News. We connect the streets. All right, each and every week, you know how it goes down. Check This Out News. And my co-host is the lovely Hoops. What up, Hoops?
What up, though?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So there's a lot going on. The world of virtual reality and cannabis. Some people are calling this a match made in heaven now.
Smoke weed every day.
Let me give you the rundown. The legal cannabis market is currently worth $8 billion, but it's expected to triple in size to $22.6 billion in total sales by 2021. Cannabis is well en route to being more profitable than America's most profitable sports organization, the NFL, which saw about $13 billion in revenue last year. Now, top talent from other industries, including tech, politics, and Wall Street, are literally switching careers, and one budding area of interest is virtual reality and cannabis. Two new companies to check for are Relax VR and Jade. Jade has developed a new VR OG Kush specifically for smoking before embarking on a virtual journey. The strain is a hybrid, split as evenly between indica and sativa as possible. VR OG Kush is described to be smooth with a sweet, piney scent. Now, VR OG Kush made in Cali. Would you try it before going into the world of VR or alternate reality that's now available on the iPhone X? Hoops. Come on. Let's keep it 1,000.
Oh, man. I mean, it might not be for me, okay? Because I'm just saying I know a lot of people that get into that, and they say that it enhances every experience in the real world that you have. So I could not imagine mixing it with virtual reality. So, I mean, they're on to something. I know people are going to probably just go crazy over it. You know what I mean? Yeah. What would you do? Would you try it?
I might be coerced. I mean, give me the medicinal. I just want it medicinal. All right?
Okay.
You know, all natural.
Okay.
We need it natural. That's most important. So, you know, I don't know, but in the current trend with everything that's going on, it's just amazing to see how things are moving. And I mean, they're moving at lightning speed. So this is definitely something to keep our eye on, especially, you know, just looking at the profit margin alone.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, multi-billion-dollar business. It's crazy.
You can't stunt on that. It is what it is. And speaking of technology, technology has now created some new and interesting laws. I need to run down to you to make sure that you don't find yourself jammed up by any of them. But the most prosperous law practices in 2020 will be those that are able to successfully adjust their business models to use artificial intelligence type tools while at the same time promoting and delivering the part of the legal service value proposition that the machines are not able to give. Now, law must be able to adapt. Here's a recap of some new laws now in effect. Drones. All right, speaking of drones, a new law was passed in the state of New Jersey prohibiting drunk drone piloting. The punishment could result in a fee, prison time, or both. And I know that's kind of interesting because you kind of see drones in some very random places, don't really know, you know, it's like, all right, it's just there. Well, obviously, you cannot be under the influence while you're operating a drone, right? All right. Another thing, Hoops, if you're walking across the street in Honolulu, texting is a big thing, and in Honolulu, you'll want to put your phone away. A new law went into effect, making it illegal for a pedestrian to be looking at a screen while crossing the street, dubbed the smartphone zombie law. Other cities are joining the bandwagon, with pedestrians being fined as much as $55. Okay?
Wow.
Now, have you seen any of those clips online or the social media where people are like all in their phone and they walk into a manhole or a sinkhole?
Yeah, have I seen it?
Yeah.
I just left the airport and all I kept thinking was, I can't wait till that law's in effect because I just want to shout it out. They walk all in your lane, let alone walking across streets not paying attention and getting, I mean, people are really getting killed though. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, they got to do something.
They got to do better. And speaking of that, distracted walking incidents involving smartphones accounted for more than 11,000 injuries between 2000 and 2011, according to a 2015 report by the National Safety Council. So something else to keep our eyes on. Now, something else that's emerging too, Hoops, is, these self-driving cars.
Right.
That in and of itself sounds crazy as hell, but here it is, right? Self-driving cars, right? 4 U.S. states have passed laws permitting autonomous cars as of December 2013. Nevada, Florida, California, and your home state, Michigan. Okay? A law proposed in Texas would establish criteria for allowing autonomous motor vehicles. What do you think about that? Would you jump in a self-driving car?
No. I mean, I listen, I got a problem if I'm not in control already, because you know what I'm saying, I'm a little bit crazy. I like to be in control. So I don't know that I would be able to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can't even look at the backup camera. I got to still turn around and check my mirrors to make sure. I don't trust the line.
Feels more organic.
I don't know.
I know.
Would you get in one?
I don't know, Hoops. Car pulls up, nobody's in the front, and I'm supposed to get in the back.
Ghost ride the lift.
Go gadget. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't know.
We'll have to see. About that one. I'm not sure how
we'll get in one together. We'll just try it together.
Yeah, we'll have
to.
Be
like Demolition Man and just be ready to jump out.
And it's so futuristic. It is so futuristic right now.
Yeah.
And speaking of future, marrying your robots. By 2050, this will become a reality. Now, currently, it's illegal to marry a robot in the United States. I mean, aside from sounding crazy as hell, but changes in marriage laws over the past few decades in regards to marriage between two men or two women are believed to be part of this trend where people believe that if you love machines, you will soon be able to be afforded the same rights. So look at today's divorce rates. What do you think? Robots to the rescue, Hoops, or not?
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no.
No, of course not. I'm never going to go with it. I love human interaction. I think that everything that's changed today, and women marrying women and males marrying males, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
That robots kids are just coming into existence. I mean, we talked last week about them. You go to pick out a relationship, like it's going to be in your relationship now. You know what I mean? People are fighting to get them. I'm not surprised by it, but that's just something that I guess I can see happening, but I'm not. I just can't. I can't see it.
You can't
not
see yourself.
For me.
You can't see yourself being present at that wedding. That's basically what you're saying. It's all right though, Hoops. We ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to talk about it no more.
Listen, you want to know what? I'm gonna come to your wedding.
Did somebody disrespect my Android wife?
I'm gonna come.
Anybody that says something like that, I will reprimand them. Who said it?
I'm gonna come.
Okay. You be like, yo, they ain't playing no game. And she talk, with that little automated voice that they have that in movies, that would be. It just sounds real creepy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But
let me find out. You know they call you the Dark Secret.
Got it.
So let us find out.
Come on, Hoops, don't put it out there like that. Come on, don't do it like that. Check this out, though. Here's what's funny, though. Check this out, Hoops. In Melbourne, Australia, there was a man, and of course, only World Star get this footage first. I'm sure it was on the news, but the man. He pulls this, one of those, well, it looked like a serial killer van anyway. He pulled that up to break in and steal a $4,500 robot doll. So it's a sex doll. I just thought that was really bizarre, and people are going to the extreme.
Can I ask something? Like, I know you do your research and everything. Mm-hmm. How, this might be a little bit crazy, but like, do they just use lube to go up in it, or like is that too much? I just don't know. Like,
Hoops, we gonna put that out there. I need somebody hit us up at hashtag check this out.
How does that happen?
That's what I'm trying to understand too. I want to know. I want to have that conversation.
So can somebody tell us? Yeah, we need to get somebody on the line that has one, and I just really, really would like to know, what do you use?
Really,
like, though, how does that happen?
Really though. I mean, I'm not gonna front, Hoop. The robot she was kind of cute.
What the hell did you just say?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But we're gonna go on. Let's get to the next story. You see all that right there. Now, okay. As fake news is out there across the board, courtesy of President Donald Trump. okay? He's been, if I think of fake news, in my mind, he just is right there. Now, is the law still trying to figure this out? Do you think fake news should be considered criminal?
I don't know. I guess it's just a hard one depending on what side you're at. And I've been on the bad side of it too. And if you're talking about politics and how it's changed electoral votes and things like that, like, that's just crazy to me. And if so many people are connected to their phones as far as information and they want to believe the first thing that they see, well then yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's just how of a fast-paced world we're in. However, I do feel like 50-50 for finding the research, like digging into it to check to see if it's real. Just because there's so much fake news out there. Like, I've been on the other side, with reality stars and things like that, and people making stuff up, and it's very hard to defend. You can't do anything about it. Like, you want to go crazy, but like at the end of the day, you're at the mercy.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks being on the other side of it. So
okay.
I don't know.
Okay, got you. Understood, and it makes a lot of sense. In other news, this is kind of different. It's definitely a new world. It's been well documented that lesbians, on average, make more than straight women, and economists have been calling this the lesbian premium. Now, equally established is that gay men earn less than straight men, and is dubbed the gay penalty. Are you surprised by it? What do you think?
I don't think I'm surprised by it just because I don't think it's right. By no means, I just don't think I'm surprised by it because everybody's so touchy. I mean, I think we've gone through it with the N-word and no one does anything about it. So I don't know. Everybody has their prejudices. I don't agree with it. I think if you're working the same job, you should be getting paid the same amount. But, it's the world we live in, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about this, the poop emoji. It's being flushed away. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The plans to introduce a frowning pile of poo emoji has been flushed from the latest proposals by the group in charge of creating the symbols. The Unicode Consortium pushes out a central list of emojis so that they show up properly on different mobile devices. Now, the symbol was thought to be introduced in 2018, but it angered typographers who said it was embarrassing to the group. I could care less. I don't know.
Right.
Hey,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But
everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everybody freaking does it.
Yeah, come on.
Obviously, like you said, if it wasn't that big of a deal, we won't be talking about it. Everybody loves the poop emoji, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
it definitely sums things up, and you can use that emoji and need nothing else to describe how you're feeling. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, or it could just be a figure of speech, like I'm just saying.
There you go. Either or. I mean, and I like that. I can rock with that too, because that's been age-old. That's one thing about saying the colorful use of language, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Girl Scouts 2.0. No more baked cookies. It's all about STEM, and that's seems to be the trend that's really emerging. Back in 2012, the Girl Scouts Research Institute conducted a survey called the Generation STEM Report, in which they discovered that 74% of teen girls are interested in STEM. However, that fades through middle and high school in large part because their exposure to STEM isn't in a way that informs or supports their career decisions like it is for boys. Now, the Girl Scouts is launching its first computer science program aimed at girls in grades 6 through 12. It's sponsored by the U.S. defense contractor Raytheon. So, I'm all in favor of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Let the women are powerful, and I think that with everything that's been going on, especially with harassment in various workplaces, I like to see the balance of power, and I think a lot of women should definitely get more involved in STEM. So
yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
It'll help impact the next story that we need to cover, which is Silicon Valley and sexual harassment in tech. Silicon Valley is not what you may expect, much like Wall Street. But Tech This Out News is rolling out a new series called Silicon Valley Exposed. And in today's shocking news, 78% of female tech founders said they have either been sexually harassed or know someone who's been sexually harassed in the workplace. According to a survey conducted by venture firm First Round Capital, sexual harassment in the tech field is vastly underreported, with 70% saying the scope of harassment is more significant than what has been reported in the media. So why this matters is, although there is a push for girls to get into STEM, the reality is they don't.